Alright, so I'll be honest with you guys, this is the third time that I've tried to record this video. Um, the first one, I've been having issues with my phone mic. I think my phone is just old enough that it just stopped working, um, and it doesn't pick up my voice. I'm sure you've seen in the last couple of videos I've done like that. So I got my mic this time. The second time, the mic died 3 minutes into the video, and it was a 22-minute video. So here we are again. I don't know if it's Mercury retrograde or I had a message in those videos that the devil's trying to stop, whatever it is, but here we are. So I just wanted to give kind of a life update and kind of go through what I've been experiencing the last couple months and some of the lessons I've learned the last couple months. If you follow me on Facebook and Instagram, you'll know that 2 days before the new year, a tree fell on my car while I was driving. And I'm going to give some backstory to this because it was a hectic time. First and foremost, I thank God for making me and my boyfriend safe, and we were not injured. The way that the tree came down, it fell on power lines on the opposite side of the road, so it stopped instead of coming all the way down. In retrospect, just thank God. But anyway, so the year of 2024 was a little bit of a difficult one for us. I've been on an entrepreneur journey for 4 years or so. I was laid off back during the 2020, 2021 time, if you know what I mean. And I started a business in graphic design and website development and e-commerce, and did that for about a year and a half. And then the introduction of AI, where you can make a graphic image like that, came around, and everybody's using AI instead of hiring graphic designers, so that kind of fizzled out. So then after that, I had a few Etsy shops. I did digital downloads, I did physical products, and that went well for like another year and a half. And they ended up shutting my account down for a misunderstanding about a community guideline. It was nothing that I did, and whatever. And they said that since it's linked to your social security number, you're not able to just create another one. So that was a big loss because that was the first time that I actually saw progress and making money on your own enough to support your family. And that's a wild feeling. If so it got me really excited and thinking like I could do things on my own and I can live life a different way. And for those of you that know, if you're new on the entrepreneur journey, you get a lot of heat, you get a lot of doubt. And I was proud of myself for pushing through and doing something that I loved and making it on my own. And the lesson I learned with that was that I was really just chasing money at that point. I was happy to prove everyone wrong, but I never really had a deep, deep passion about it. It was just selling products, yeah, stuff that I made and all, but at the end of the day, it was just, wasn't fulfilling enough. So when they shut that down, I was at a loss. I didn't really know what to do, where to go. In January of 2024, my boyfriend was laid off. So I was in this point of, okay, we got to pay the bills. And I had been doing Instacart on the side for 3 years already, so I just focused on Instacart. And we're a one vehicle household, and he was working on getting his gaming streaming together while putting in applications literally everywhere. And so that was January all through 2024. Then December 29th, our car was practically just totaled and taken. And I was just at a point where like everything seems to have been taken away from me, and I was just praying to God for a whole year, like, just show me what you want me to do with my life, like trying to find my purpose. I wanted to find something that was more fulfilling, but also like supports me. And it's not that I didn't want to go get a job, but I don't want to give up on this dream of, you know, this dream that I have of whatever it is. I still don't really 1,000% know. So Instacart was supporting us for a while, and then the tree fell, and it was like life stopped. It was like what I wrestled with the most was, and everybody, tells me don't focus on the why, and I get that. But at the time, I was just so frustrated. Like, the way I was looking at it was this an accident that happened and God swooped in and saved my life by laying the tree on the power lines? Was that just a fluke thing? Or did he know this was going to happen and that was on purpose and that was meant to happen to me? He didn't make it as bad because he was still saving me, but it was kind of like a scare factor, like, hey, get your shit together kind of thing. So I wrestled with that for a few weeks. I was like, obviously, you're telling me, like, Instacart's not the way, maybe. I don't know. But I was just so lost. I didn't know what to do. I ended up being very sick the month of January, I think, coming down from the shock of what happened, but also that virus or whatever was going around, bronchitis, the flu, whatever. It knocked me out for about 3 weeks. Um, I had a lot of time to reflect and to just get myself together and deal with stuff with the car. And obviously, I do have a new vehicle, so I thank God for that. Everything worked out uh, probably in a better way than I originally planned. There was a lot of hiccups, a lot of bumps. I'm sure people who have been in accidents or anything like that know. But that took about a month or two process. And I feel like God tells you the rest when you need it. I think the whole message of this video actually is that God gives you exactly what you need, exactly when you need it. Because 2 weeks after that happened, my boyfriend got a job, and it's somewhere that he absolutely loves, and it's a totally new direction, but he is thriving and he is loving it. And that took a lot of, pressure from the past year off. Um, and I went back to doing Instacart because I gotta pay the bills. But I started taking YouTube pretty seriously because I feel like that fuels the passion inside of me. And I'm not in it for money. Okay, if the money comes, the money comes. Um, but these videos are really truly healing me too. And I'm meeting so many incredible people, and it just feels so much more fulfilling than anything I've ever done before. And sharing my story, and I think it's a part of my growth because in the past I tried to do faceless channels because I just didn't want to show my face. I didn't want to have any judgment or troll comments, and maybe back then I just wasn't strong enough, and now I am. I don't know. But I want to continue this YouTube journey and see where it takes me. So a week or so ago, I saw a job listing on Facebook, and I kind of felt like that nudge from God, like, hey, this might be good for you. It's not as at a physical location. I'm still going to be like, I would still be working for somebody else, but I'd be working by myself. And it's kind of like a compromise. I see it where I'm still working for myself, but I'm working for somebody else. So it takes away all the pressure of owning a business by yourself and marketing and getting clients and all that. But I'm still working by myself because I think I work best as an individual. I'm very self motivated and very self efficient. And to be honest, when I was working in like an office job or anywhere else, it's like I feel like I have to put on this facade and like constantly worry about, am I doing right? Am I doing wrong? I've had some experiences at jobs where there's lack of communication and people are cliquey, and I just I didn't resonate with that life anymore. I still don't. So I was telling God, like, if you want me to get a job, like, if it's in my best interest, I would prefer something that, is easy and I resonate with. And so I play this game with the universe. If you've seen some of my other videos, I talk about this a lot. But what I do is I'll say, show me a certain colored Jeep if it's this answer, show me a certain colored Jeep if it's this answer, or show me a certain colored Jeep if it's a no, or whatever it is. And I let it go. And if I see that certain colored Jeep, then I know it's the answer. But the mind can play tricks on you and try to, like, maybe it's not the right shade of, whatever. So that's what happened. I asked for a pink Jeep. A couple days later, I saw a pink Jeep, but it was more of like a magenta. And I was like, man, that's not really the color I was asking for. Just ignored it. A couple days later, I'm sitting in a parking lot and I look across the street and there's a pink Jeep. It's still magenta. So I'm like, it's not really pink. But it was not parked, it was waiting at a light. And I saw it and I was like, and then I distracted my mind and pretended like I didn't see it, to be honest with you. But you know what that did? You know what that Jeep did? Pulled into the same parking lot that I was, pulled up right next to me, so I could not miss it. It was like God was like, I said, nudge, nudge, hello, pink Jeep. You like, coming in. Yes, go apply for that job. So I went home and I applied. I immediately got an interview, went to the interview. A couple days later, I got the job. So I'm excited. I could still do Instacart if I want. And I just feel like, this is another blessing, and it's something that I found on my own, that I didn't hear any outside noise about to try to change my mind, or, for the first time, I'm making decisions based on solely me and God. I listen to my own intuition and I listen to God, and that's it. My whole life, I've done things for other people, or because other people said, or because other people thought I should, and I've been unhappy, and I have resentment, and I'm not living my life like that anymore. So people can judge me, people can think I'm not doing the right thing. I really don't care. I'm being me. For the first time, I'm being me, and I'm proud of myself, and I love myself, and I just want to be my authentic self. um no more faking it and worrying about others. I just want to be me, and the people that love me and see me and understand me are in my life. That's all I need. So anyway, this is also the first time that I really just sat back and trusted. I've always like known that if you just sit back and trust and not try to control things, the right things will come to you at the right time. But as a human, you get impatient. But I think my biggest lesson over the last year was just patience. Because I was still, even a year or two ago, trying to control everything and listening to all of the noise from everybody else and not really figuring out what I want. And so this is like liberating for me. And the last month or two, we had taxes due, and you're self-employed, you understand that. So having this job is going to help with that next year. And I also received a random check in the mail unexpectedly from some civil lawsuit from a bank account I had. Completely unexpected. and I was selected for a survey that I'm going to be paid for. And it's like, I've always believed that I've opened my mind to the fact that you do not have to work for money for all of it. If you really do trust and believe and manifest, then money will come to you in other ways. And it was also my birthday, and I did receive some money for gifts. And it's like God literally gives you exactly what you need when you need it. I'm living proof of that. I could talk about stories and coincidences and whatever random things that happen that are unbelievable. I could make a whole video about it because it's happened to me. And I never wanted to believe it before when I watched videos like that. But it's so exciting. This journey is just so exciting. And it's rough. It's rough. Believe me, I have my days. But I really feel like I'm truly evolving into, who I'm supposed to be. And yeah, so I mean, if you take anything away from this video, it's God gives you what you need when you need it. So I might do another life update, um, like this in a couple months, see where I'm at. But that's kind of what's been going on. Until then, I'm gonna continue doing YouTube, see where it goes. Gonna keep reflecting and growing and meeting all of you lovely people and watching your videos and creating this community that honestly, it just feels so good. I'm still a little nervous, but at the end of the day, I'm like, I don't have to be that afraid version of me anymore. I'm stepping into my power, and I'm human just like all of you, and I go through my own stuff. Everything always works out. Everything always works out. If it doesn't look like it, I know it's so hard to be patient and to trust, but really everything does work out. So if this video resonated with you at all, please hit the like button, subscribe for more. I post a lot of content like this and lessons that I've learned in my journey. So I hope to inspire others. And remember to stay kind to yourself. I love you and I'm so proud of you. I'll see you in the next one.